see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champion, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard. This offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Hayes. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sure hands, it's Hayes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you... There he goes! He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. with jet sweep pass. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Carney. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
But that means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to fire on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Back to throw, it's Carney. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Syracuse right back at it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll go back to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Trying to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be...
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hayes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Syracuse right back at it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to run it. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They punted away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finding open areas. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line, where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. It's a seam wide open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're working that left side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. He'll set up to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Carney. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Orange will have to punt. Makes the catch at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it wide open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Quick strike complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Lets it go to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the running back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And You know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. And some room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the right. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Carney. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the new coordinator.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. On the ground, it's Bargava. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Looking to throw, it's Carney. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Fuller. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far as the third quarter stats will... As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Lay. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. This one's complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to the big tight end. connection to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Orange will have to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
We waited so long to start the season, and